All right, our first guest grew up surfing the beaches of Santa Cruz, California, and now she makes her living lying around on beaches all over the world. Just last week, she landed the cover of the 2008 Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition, which I have right here. One of the most coveted gigs in all of modeling. She's here. I can't wait a minute to bring her out. Marisa Miller. Marisa, come on out. I'll tell you, you know when you're at like LAX and you get off the plane and you go through the baggage claim and you see the other people's family members, the way that's how when I get off a plane, that's what I would like to see. Somebody like you just like this. How was Europe? That'll never happen.
How was Europe?
How are you? Everything good?
I'm great.
So explain this to me. This is the biggest cover to get as a model, right? This is it.
No, I mean, it's my dream come true. It really is. It's my 7th year doing the issue, and I was totally shocked when they told me. Everybody thinks that you know ahead of time, but I found out the magazine came out on Tuesday, and they didn't tell me until 3 o'clock on Monday.
How does that work? How many models? I mean, you've been in the magazine, so you get picked to be in it, and you go to some exotic place and you shoot some stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then a bunch of girls do that, I guess.
Yeah, there's 18 girls in the magazine.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
18 girls, and then any of the 18 could land the cover, but nobody knows, right? It's a big secret.
Yeah, you never know. So it's there's always a lot of anticipation for the girls, and we shoot from like August to December, and it comes out in February. So you know, it's like half a year long. You're working on this issue.
Yeah.
And so it's by the time February rolls around, you're just excited to see if you even got a picture. I mean, the first year I did it, I had one photo. So.
Yeah. And here you are. Here, this is just fantastic. This is the cover. Look, these nice.
I know, very strategically placed.
Yeah, who's
necklace?
Who's the dude that just puts these beads around you?
You know what? It's funny because. Well, he's actually a good friend, Peter Butler. He's my hairstylist, and
and gay, right?
Yeah, but he has my back, and I mean, that's an important job, and because you don't want to have to kind of worry about that. So I would tell Peter, I'm like, you're watching, right? Because I want to make sure I'm all
yes,
good.
I'm watching. I hate it. Now, this is interesting inside your little pictorial here.
Yeah.
It looks like a swimsuit, but it's actually paint, right?
Yeah. This is always a reader's favorite. I don't know why, but...
This is, it's amazing. And we've seen these sort of like, you can go to Venice Beach and get the spray-on thing, but it doesn't look this good.
Yeah, what's crazy is everybody thinks, it's just the body painting, but it's 14 hours. We got up at 2 in the morning, and the woman there's 3 people painting you, but this is an actual swimsuit. It's not like she just says, we're going to paint a white suit with some flowers. And I mean, she really copies like the seam detail, the little lace. I mean, it's really intricate. And
it is.
It's it's pretty crazy. I mean, I had a hard time washing it off afterward because after someone paints
Why didn't you just take a nice warm bath? And just soak?
I felt like when you watch someone...
If I were you, I would bathe 8 times a day. just to make sure.
Just to make sure, exactly.
And what did you run with this? I mean, it must be a weird feeling of just sort of freedom.
Oh, it is.
But you're covered.
It is so crazy because you look like you have clothes on. I mean, this swimsuit actually I have more coverage on than a lot of the bikinis inside.
Yeah,
but
that's the only thing I like about it.
I mean, for women, like you don't have the support. So I mean, you're kind of bouncing around, and so in that way, Well,
imagine a guy if we had a Do they make an oil-based paint thick enough to cover a man's junk in paint? No.
I think you'd have to do a little placement or something.
Will you ask somebody in SI that question for me?
Yeah, I mean, maybe they will. I mean, Will Ferrell's actually in the issue. He probably would have been game for it.
I'm sure he would have been. Well, this is awesome. I'm so happy for you. And what do you? This is it. I mean, this is like getting the Wheaties box, I guess, if you're an Olympic athlete. What is like the dudes in your life think about it? Your dad or?
My dad, we're really close, and it's kind of a funny conversation we have because it's like hey, you look good, and then we move on to the next subject, you know? But he's like, congratulations, because he understands, you know, what a big deal it is. And, you know, I mean, the whole I mean, that's what's cool about being in SI is your grandparents know what the swimsuit issue is, and your family, your friends.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's one of those things that, you know, like a high fashion gig, they'd be like, oh, that's great, but this is something that,
it's a piece of Americana right
exactly.
here. 65 million of the hard copies are out, no pun intended, and 125 million people will see it. They'll view the photos online.
Wow, I did not know that.
That is a math. Let me do it. 185 million people will view the pictures. That's roughly 92 million guys will be acting very inappropriately to you. Congratulations. I love that. All right, we gotta go. That's it. Sports Illustrated, pick it up. The swimsuit issue's on stands now. The lovely Marisa Miller, congratulations. Thanks for being here. We'll be right back right after this with Shiny 21 and Gavin.